Welcome back to the Crypto Report. I'm Blacksea, and I have another video for you guys. Today, I want to talk about how the Federal Reserve is expected to raise the rates by another 0.25% today, and what I think that means for the overall crypto market. I want to take a look at CRO coin and kind of just see where we could be potentially headed here in the next coming days. But without further ado, we are at 8,710 subscribers. When we reach 10,000 subscribers, we're giving away $1,000 worth of Bitcoin. So subscribe right now. Let's hop into this video, guys. So as of right now, Bitcoin is above 28,000, still above my very key level of 28,200, which we're having to keep a very close eye on, because if we do get breaks below that, daily candle closes below that, I am bearish. I do believe that we'll move to $25,000 Bitcoin. However, we are above it, and as long as we stay above it, that's okay. I'm not going to be worried that we're going to have this big move to the downside. It'll be pretty invalidated as long as we're above 28,200. For the meantime, at least. But as of right now, Bitcoin dominance is at 46.96%. You know, I would really like to see that kind of move up a little bit. I would like to see that 48%, 49% leading to the Bitcoin halving. However, I do believe we do have time on our side. We have about another year, in my opinion, until we have that big move to the upside leading into the Bitcoin halving, when we get some more hype about it. I mean, we are, every day that goes by, we're getting closer and closer to that, guys. So very intriguing to see. But it is very interesting also to talk about how the Federal Reserve is raising the rates again by another 0.25 basis rate points, guys. The banks can't really handle this much longer. The banks really can't handle it much longer. And let's take a look at Bitcoin, because I do have conflicting information for my thesis here on where we're moving, because the banks really can't handle more rate hikes. They just can't. It is too much pressure on them. And when banks start collapsing, that's when Bitcoin starts to rally. And I really think that we're in a conflicting spot here, because if we are getting these daily candle closes on the technicals below the 28,200, which we're not just yet. We did previously, but this was a fake out and the move got invalidated. We came back to the upside. Right now, we're still above the 28,200. However, if we do break below this, and we continue to raise these rates, and these banks continue to fail, I don't know if we'll be able to stay down here for that long. I really don't. I think we could have a capitulation where we come down to 25,000 and maybe something similar to back in a nice V-shaped recovery, kind of back in during the pandemic dump back here, where we had this big move to the downside. It was basically a V-shaped recovery, something similar to that we had happened on the S&P 500 back here as well for the pandemic dump. We had this big move to the downside and this huge increase in price. However, there is a major difference from now and since 2017, 2018, when we had that big capitulation during that cycle. And that is that, guys, this was an insane amount of quantitative easing. This was an insane amount of money being printed and injected into the market. And right now, the opposite is happening, guys. The opposite of that is happening. So I do have conflicting information here when it comes to my thesis of the short-term Bitcoin price. I think it's going to be very interesting to see how this pans out in the short term. However, I want you all to take a deep breath, because every day that goes by, we get closer and closer to the Bitcoin halving. And when we get to that Bitcoin halving, that's when the party's on, in my opinion, when we start to move to the upside here. And, you know, if we have these banks collapsing, people will really not really know where to put their money. And as it's been shown, we saw First Republic Bank collapse, and Bitcoin rallied. Bitcoin rallied hard. I mean, we've had a big move to the upside since the bottom of 15,500. We are up significantly. We are up about 80% off the bottom. Basically 90%, 88.96%. It's a very large move, guys. Very large move. And I think that I've been preaching this entire past 6-7 months is this is the year of accumulation. 19,500 to low 40,000 is my price range to be accumulating here. And honestly, anything below 30,000, in my opinion, is a great time to buy. Not financial advice, but that's just my 2 cents on what I'm doing. But guys, be patient. We have time on our side. Don't be surprised if we have a move to the downside to 25,000 and recover immediately after. Also, don't be surprised if we have a grind to 25,000 We trade down until the Bitcoin halving. We start to make our moves up, a quick move to the upside, just like how we had in the previous cycle. We traded, we were trading to the downside, had a capitulation from the pandemic dump, V-shaped recovery, increased in price. But like I said, guys, this time is different. We're not having massive amounts of money printed and injected in the market. The opposite is happening. However, I will say, I don't think that's sustainable. I do not think it's sustainable that we're not going to be printing any money. I don't think that's going to be happening, guys. I think that there's going to be the money printers will turn back on. They have to. They literally have to turn back on at some point. Now, whether that's today or that's a year from now or 2 years from now at the hypothetical peak of the next bull run, maybe at the top of maybe in the halfway through 2024, we'll start to see the money printers come back on. Maybe we'll have a elongated time to get to the top a little bit after the Bitcoin halving, 6 months to 10 months after the Bitcoin halving. We're going to have to see. We're going to have to see because this time is different. However, I do believe that the money printers do have to come back on. Let's take a look at Crocoin a little bit because, well, guys, we're still above 0.0689 cents. I do like to see that. I really do like to see that. However, don't be surprised. If Bitcoin breaks down to 25,000, I'll probably be seeing Crocoin at 0.0689, maybe even lower, maybe halfway through this channel here at about 6 cents, in between 5.5 cents and 6. So be prepared for that if we have a big move down from Bitcoin. But guys, be patient. Be patient. We have the FOMC meeting today. Expected 0.25 basis rate points to be increased. I don't think it's the best thing for them to do. I think that's what they have to do. However, we're going to have to see what the outcome is because banks are feeling some serious pain. We're going to have to see where the money flows into. Will it flow into Bitcoin? Will it flow into crypto? I would like to say probably. Will we have a downside, impulse wave to the downside after we see some news happening after that, the bearish talk, depending if Jerome is hawkish? Probably. We probably have an impulse wave to the downside, and we'll probably recover when money starts to flow in. So be prepared for that, guys. Be prepared for that. If you like this type of content, please like this video, subscribe to the channel right now. Check the description box below. We have a ton of free money, $8,000 sign-up bonus with BitGet. All you got to do is click the link, sign up, deposit some money, open some trades, get up to $8,000. We also have a FEMX bonus, $4,500, as well as a Binance $600 sign-up bonus. Lots of free money in the description box below. Also, consider becoming a member on the channel. Go to the join button. You get access to our private Discord where we have NFT alpha, trade signals, NFT white spot giveaways, as well as more of a one-on-one community with Crypto Kip and I. So that's all I got, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.